in this video we're gonna talk about some questions that might be asked about binomial theorem. So let's say the question, what is the coefficient of the term with x squared in the expansion of 2x minus 1 over x exponent, let's say 8. Alright, first of all I see 8 is a natural number, so I can use the a plus b exponent n, which is sigma nck a exponent n minus k b exponent k. And some students here, they tend to fully expand the expansion to get the term with x squared. However, if we know that this is a general term, so one term of the expansion will look like this, then we can use this fact. So remember, one term will look like this: nck a exponent n minus k b exponent k, and in this specific question I want the coefficient, it's just a box, with x squared. So how do I proceed with this? I know that a is 2x and b is negative 1 over x. So always if we have minus we need to take it as b, and n is the 8. Alright, now I will replace everything. So n is 8, k I'm not sure what it is, so 2x exponent 8 minus k, b in this case is minus 1 over x exponent k, and I know my answer when I simplify this should look like the following: box times x squared. Now since we know the exponent of x here, so I'm gonna use this to find the value of k. Once we find k, then the rest will be so easy. So we're gonna ignore this part because it doesn't have x. The 2 is just a constant number, ignore it. Distribute the exponent over this parenthesis and give it to the x only for this step. So 8 minus k multiplied by negative 1 exponent k. We can write it, but actually I don't care about it so far. And x exponent k. I know that this answer will be box multiplied by x exponent 2. Now I'm gonna ignore this box, which is the coefficient. I will ignore this part because I'm looking only for x. Alright, you should remember the rule: x exponent m over x exponent n. So whenever we have x in the numerator, x in the denominator, what we need to do is to subtract the exponents. So it will be x exponent m minus n. Following this rule, I see x in the numerator, so it's on top. It's not denominator, so it is in the numerator. And this x in the denominator, since we have product between them, we can simplify it to 8 minus k, and I know my answer in this case will be x squared. So basically, x exponent 8 minus 2k is equal to x exponent 2. Now x is the same as x, so 8 minus 2k is equal to 2. We take the 8 to the other side, so minus 2k is equal to 2 minus 8, which is negative 6. Then k will be 3. So for k equals to 3, we're gonna get the term with x squared. Let's go back to this rule and write instead of k 3. So I will write now 8 c3, 2x exponent 8 minus 3 because 8 minus k, it will be 5, negative 1 over x exponent 3. And let's simplify this. I expect my answer will be in terms of x squared. 8c3, we can use calculator to do that, and in this case it will be 56 multiplied by, we distribute the 5 for the 2 and the x, we get 2 exponent 5, which is 32, multiplied by x exponent 5, multiplied by, now the exponent 3 will be distributed for the negative 1 and for the x, minus 1 exponent 3, because it's an odd exponent it will stay minus 1, and x exponent 3 equals. Now we're gonna multiply 56 by 32 and by the negative 1 that is here. So when we multiply 56 by 32, my answer will be 1792 multiplied by negative 1, so it will be minus 1792. And for the x's, we can cancel x exponent 3 from the denominator, and then from the 5 we take 3, we still have exponent 2. And this is basically the term with x exponent 2. If they ask for the coefficient, you can write only this number. Alright, number 2. They might ask you in a question, write the fifth term in the expansion of 1 plus 3x exponent 7. Now, to do this, whenever you're asked about the fifth term, then you should remember the first term corresponds to k equals 0. So this is first. The second is k equals 1. K equals 2 is for the third, and so on. As you can notice, if I want the third term, it corresponds to k equals 2. So we do 3 minus 1. So whenever you're asked about the fifth term, you should know directly that k corresponding to the fifth term is 5 minus 1, which is 4. Now I look at this, it looks like a plus b exponent n, or some of you, they're gonna see it as 1 plus big X exponent n, and both are correct. You can use both. Now, if you're using a plus b exponent n, you're gonna apply the general rule of it. So n ck, a exponent n minus k, b exponent k. Let's replace. N is 7 in this case, k is 4. A is 1, 7 minus 4, which is 3, and b in this case is 3x, exponent k, which is 4. Now we can do 7c4 on the calculator, and it will be in this case 35, multiplied by 1 cubed, which is only 1. And here we can distribute the 4 and the 4. We get 3 exponent 4, which is 81, multiplied by x exponent 4. And my final answer to multiply the 35 by 1 by 81, and we get 2835 x exponent 4. So this is the term in the expansion with x exponent 4, which is the fifth term in the expansion. For those who prefer to use the other rule, because we have the form 1 plus big X, you need to remember that the general form is nck big X exponent k. So directly you can write 7, k is 4, and big X is 3x exponent 4. You will get 35 multiplied by 81x exponent 4, and you will get exactly the same answer. Now if we have a question which is find the coefficient of the term 1 over x exponent 4 and the expansion of 2x minus 1 over 2x exponent 6. So again, I need to use the a plus b exponent n, and we know the rule for this. So I'm going to use the general term, which is n ck a exponent n minus k, b exponent k. And I expect when I simplify, I should get a box, which is the coefficient, multiplied by 1 over x exponent 4. Now, we're going to replace n by 6. K is the one we're looking for, and then a in this case is 2x exponent 6 minus k. The b in this case is minus 1 over 2x. Please don't forget the minus when doing these questions. And I know that the answer will be box multiplied by 1 over x exponent 4. However, it's hard for us to work with fractions, so we're gonna take the x exponent 4 up, and it becomes 1. The 1 over x exponent 4 becomes x exponent negative 4. Now, my aim is to look for k, since I know the exponent of x, we're gonna look only for the x's on the left side, only. So x exponent 6 minus k multiplied by whatever we have in the numerator. I don't care about it. I only care about the x. And I know when I simplify these x's, they will be x exponent minus 4. So now, using the same rule, x exponent m over x exponent n, which is x exponent m minus n, we simplify this to be 6 minus k, and I know it's gonna be x exponent negative 4. So now x exponent 6 minus 2k equals x exponent negative 4. Since the x's are equal, the exponents must be equal. Solving for k, minus 2k will be minus 10. So k in this case will be positive 5. Now, knowing that k is 5, I will replace it here. So 6c5, 2x exponent 6 minus 5, which is 1, multiplied by minus 1 over 2x exponent 5. Now we do the 6c5 on the calculator. When we do it on the calculator, we're gonna get 6. 2x exponent 1 is just 2x. Minus 1 exponent 5 will be only negative 1 because 5 is odd. And then 2 exponent 5 will be 32, multiplied by x exponent 5. Now let's simplify the numbers together. 6 times 2 times negative 1 will be minus 12 over 32. So we get minus 12 over 32. Here we have x, and next to the 32 we have x exponent 5. Let's simplify our answer. So minus 12 divided by 32, it's gonna be minus 3 over 8. You can check, divide by 4 by 4. This becomes 3, this becomes 8. So we get minus 3 over 8. Now, x with the exponent 1 on top, all of it will cancel. From the 5 you take 1 and you still have 4. So it will be minus 3 over 8 multiplied by 1 over x exponent 4. So what is the coefficient of the term with 1 over x exponent 4? In this case will be negative 3 over 8. Now, number 4. If they're telling you find the constant term in the expansion of two x minus 1 over 2x exponent 6. Now here you need to note the following. If you have the same thing here and there, 2x, 2x, maybe 3x, 3x, x squared, it must be same coefficient and same exponent for x. Then to find this constant term, it means I don't want x. So just a number. Now instead of doing the full expansion and look for it, then we can use the general rule, which is n ck a exponent n minus k b exponent k, and in this case k will be n divided by 2. Only it works if you have the same thing here and there. So we write 6 divided by 2 and it's equal to 3. Now let's apply the rule. So 6c3, the a is 2x, 6 minus 3 will be 3, and b exponent x, b in this case is minus 1 over 2x exponent 3. Now using the calculator, 6c3 will be 20. We distribute the 3. We can do that. We get 8x cubed, and then we distribute the cube for the other one. However, if you notice, we're gonna have 2x cubed on top and 2x cubed down. So I'm gonna keep the 2x exponent 3 here the same, multiplied by minus 1 exponent 3 because 3 is odd. So we write it as minus 1. And the denominator will become 2x exponent 3 because the 3 should be distributed for the numerator and denominator. Now, 2x cubed will cancel, and our final answer for the constant term will be minus 20. Number 5. Same question. So find the constant term in the expansion of, now I'm gonna write 2x squared minus 1 over x exponent 6. I check here and there, it's not the same thing. So in this case, I cannot apply the previous rule, k equals n over 2. Now, in this case, constant term, it means a box, just a number. But when I say constant term, which is a box, only a number, it means it's multiplied by x exponent 0, which is equal to 1. So I need to know this. Now, nck, a exponent n minus k, b exponent k, I know it's gonna be a box times x exponent 0, because x exponent 0, it's equal to 1, and this will give me a constant term. Now, n in this case is 6, k is k, and a, it's 2x squared, exponent 6 minus k, multiplied by b, which is negative 1 over x, exponent k, and I know that my answer will look like this. Now again, we're looking for the k. Since I know the exponent of x in this case is 0, so let's distribute the 6 minus k over the x squared. When I say distribute, we need to multiply. So x exponent 2 times 6, it's 12, minus 2k, multiplied by whatever we have in the numerator. We don't care about it, we look for only for x, so it becomes x exponent k, and I know the answer of this will be x exponent 0, as we did before. So we get 12 minus 2k minus k equals x exponent 0, so x exponent 12 minus 3k equals x exponent 0. Now this is equal to 0, and we solve for k. K will be 4 in this case. So I expect when I replace instead of k 4 here, I'm gonna get a constant term. Let's see. So 6 minus 4 is 2, minus 1 over x exponent 4. Now, we can use calculator to do 6c4, which is 15. And then I distribute the square here and there. We get 4x exponent 4. Now, negative 1 exponent 4, because 4 is even, it becomes only 1, and x exponent 4. Now, as you can notice, x exponent 4 with x exponent 4, they cancel, and we get 15 times 4, which is 60 in this case.